Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm woKen. This is gonna be my first video, and the topic I want to talk about today is the bad business gun meta, which is really fucked at the moment. People don't really know what's the meta, especially like new people don't go on YouTube, go like fucking Zylik, maybe Vixen, Wild Aces and other YouTubers, and they'll see shit like, oh yeah, Vector is the best gun, Evo is the best gun, MP7 and so on. My top 5 list, assault rifle top 5 list. I'll start with the 5th, and I recommend using the AK because it has literally like no recoil. All the recoil on AK is vertical and horizontal, which is like really easy to control. And all you have to do is put this on and you get rid of the visual recoil and some of the horizontal. Then for the ammo you want to use conversion obviously because it's really broken. You can put an optic on it, sleight of hand, and to increase the fire rate even more from 690, which is really good. This barely affects the vertical recoil. You can put a muzzle booster on. It has like really solid damage for 720 fire rate. It does like 45 to the head and 35-36 limb and body. It has like pretty solid range, like I don't know, an SMG range. It's kind of mid, but the damage output is really high. In the report, I mean comparing it to the fire rate and other guns, it's really good and has like no recoil, as you can see. Let me even come here. This is me not controlling the recoil, and this is me controlling it. So yeah, you can see that it's like straight up a fucking laser beam, man. On the 4th place is gonna be two guns because they're kind of similar and they have like two differences kinda. It's gonna be Scar. I'll put it like on 4th place over the second one, which is M16, and they're pretty much the same gun. Okay, so Scar, let me find it real quick. Scar has no recoil, you can see it from here. It does really solid damage, 38 limb and body, 600 fire rate. It's pretty low, but the plus is that it has like really high range by default. Look, like holy shit, that's a really big range. And it only drops to like 38 head and 29. So yeah, if you run this by default, you don't even need attachments. All you need to do is put out a mono. So it increased to like a little bit more, but you can put which one was it? You can put this barrel as well to increase it even further. You know, don't recommend using 30 round because the penalty is really high for just 10 more rounds, and use sleight of hand instead. And then I don't know, put a scope on it. I use this because the ADS is really slow, or you can use Coyote, depends on how you wanna run it. Maybe put ambi, and I don't know if you wanna put this, but I don't see the point of it. Makes it even worse. Or tripled, and you run something like this, I guess. Let me show you the recoil. This is with me controlling it. As you can see, like pretty much straight line, and this is me controlling it. That's pretty much a laser beam. Okay, the other gun I want to talk about on 4th place is M16. It's pretty much the same as Scar, but the only difference is that it also has no recoil. The damage is a little bit not really better. It only does like 2 more on body, but it does like 6 damage lower on what's it called, on limb. And it has a a smaller range. So what I recommend with this gun is to add like max range. Just go with woKen and extended. I think it's the best one. Yeah, because this gun has no recoil as well. It's only visual recoil, which is all you have to do is put this on, then maybe this. And also the advantage on M16 is that you can put like 60 round mag on it, and it's really not bad at all. It's only like, I don't know, a little bit of mobility, handling and reload speed, and the reload is not even that slow. It's like, let me show you. It's on like, oh, I don't know, 50 seconds. I mean 0.5 seconds, milliseconds, and you can put like sleight of hand, and it's pretty much the same. So yeah, it's really goated. I recommend using 50 or 60. The reload speed is barely noticeable. So yeah, if you want to run something like this, it's really good. I'd run something like this usually, or you can take this down and put 60 round mag. So yeah, let me show you the recoil. This is me not controlling it. And this is me controlling it. So yeah, as you can see, this gun is pretty much a laser beam as well. On longer range. And this is longer range and I'm controlling it. So yeah, it's a pretty solid gun. It's also like really early unlock, like level 30 or something like that. So the next gun I want to talk about is Groza, and in particular the conversion that makes the damage, like increase the damage like crazy. But the downside is that it makes the range really shitty, but it has like no recoil. So it's a 4-shot in CQC. Barely has any recoil, as you can see, and it's really solid, to be honest. I don't really recommend using default rounds. I mean, it's good as well. It's like an AK, but has like worse damage. It's pretty much an worse AK, I say. But the conversion is really good. I put a vertical grip, or this one has like less drawbacks. I'd put this on so I can put a grip. I don't recommend anything else, and you can run either sleight of hand, these are useless, the stocks are dog shit, or stippled, but I use MB for the good hip fire. For the sight, either Coyote or Minion Type 2. And this is the recoil, me not controlling it. It has like straight up line and horizontal, it's pretty good to control. It's a really good gun for CQC, to be honest. Like, even though horizontal is pretty good. And this is me standing, this is me sliding. It's pretty solid. If you play this on live fire, you'll pump the whole lobby, to be honest. I have no chance in CQC with this. The next gun I want to talk about is R21. This gun is busted, bro. The range is pretty solid. Even it's like non-revamped gun. It's pretty strong, it has like no fucking recoil, bro. Look at that shit. All I have to do is put vertical on it and you kinda goated. Or I don't know, I run either vertical or ranged. I mean ranger. It's pretty much the same thing almost. I use either mono or woKen. They're pretty much identical. This just gives a little bit more range, as you can see. Very noticeable. But I run it anyway. And I use MB for the best hip fire. You can also run either lightweight or tactical, but I like this more. For the perk, only use sleight of hand. For the optic, you can even run iron sights. You can use this to stippled. Or use Coyote, 5-dot or mini reflex. I recommend any of these. I recommend using Tar because It's also hella good in CQC, but the headshot damage is mental, bro. On 800 fire rate, you're getting melted. The limb and body is kinda shit. I'll rely on hitting more headshots, to be honest with this. And you'll like pump stomp easily, most lobbies. Because of the higher fire rate and has even less recoil, and it's easier to use, has better range, that's why. This is me not controlling it. Pretty much a vertical line, as you can see, which is really busted. And this is me controlling it. So yeah, this gun is really busted. In public lobbies, you'll cheer on everyone. So the gun in number 1 spot is GLK. I don't think this is crazy, I think everyone knows this. This gun is busted if you use rusty bolts and you think like, bro, why is this broken? It's in semi-automatic mode. But look at the fire rate, and if you use this with a macro or a auto clicker, it shreds people because it has no recoil, it's only vertical recoil. And the range is fucking busted by default, like look at this shit. And if you put marksman and then you put woKen on it, the range is crazy. It does 75 to the head, which is a 2-shot, and 60 limb and body, it's a 3-shot kill with like absurd ranges. Even with like longer ranges, it's still what's it called, still a 3-shot, I think, right? No, almost, it's a 4-shot. Okay, it's fucking busted, man. I don't know how Ethan let this in the game. It was on PDR and this shit got into the game, and it still hasn't been nerfed like 1 month later. So you put this on, then sleight of hand, and everything else is optional. I don't know why would you run this, it's kinda shit. Maybe compensated grip, and I run either marksman or invader, one of these. If you want the other scope, you can run this to shoot people easily. Muzzle either what's called woKen or mono suppressor. And for the sights, this is the best one, to be honest. So yeah, this gun is a monster, man. I don't know how it's in game. This is me not controlling the recoil. And this is in semi-automatic mode right now. Let me turn on the macro so I can show you how it looks. Okay, this is with the macro. It has literally no recoil. It's just a vertical line. Like, how is this in the game? Imagine you get fucking... It's a 2-shot, I think, from... I think you can 2-shot people from here easily. They're like there or there. So yeah, this gun, it's crazy, but it gets stale really quick because you shit on everyone with this. So, yeah. But this is the best gun in bad business at the moment, the best assault rifle. It melts people so easily. Okay, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, maybe subscribe, share it to other people that want to get into the game or want to get better or something like that. Also, these are my stats for reference: 236k, 56k, that's 4.1 KD, and I was below 4 KD before I started playing again this year, and I got 4.2 now and I'm still growing. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video.
Shit for the rich niggas, I know they feel it. Whole ass boy better get on my dick before he end up missing. I like rats and Cody, these niggas that love hoes and dissing. Yeah, these niggas on police shit, he spot that car and flip it. And if I